Hello, everybody. I would like to present an idea to you guys that has helped me out tremendously in emerging from a lot of trouble that I used to have. I think everybody goes through just one extent or another. Um, Scientifically, this has actually been proven in many ways, and you guys can research it if you're interested. But what I do now, because it's not a hippy dippy thing to say that we are all one, I think it should be explained. Um, it's a very metaphysical thing. The Vedas have actually been proven to be true. So what I do is I look at every other person as if it is me, merely experiencing life through a different vessel, through their experience, with their geographic upbringing, their indoctrination or whatever. Their whatever they've gone through and whatever they've done, I can intellectually understand it because I am a human being and they are too. Once we realize that we have the potential for this, each one of us, for intense malevolence, Hitler-esque, Nazi-esque malevolence. If you go through, World War One and I'm not going to go into that, but if you put yourself into people's, I'm embarrassed I use that example. If you put your mind, yourself in someone else's shoes, you can see how they've gotten to where they've gotten. So what that means is, I think it is of the utmost importance that we once again instill consciousness and empathy. Okay? These are two things that have been systematically, I believe, call me crazy, I believe they've been systematically suppressed for a long time, and they've gotten better at it with technology. I won't go into what I think they are, because I'm showing my face right now and I'm a little paranoid. And I think that if you all aren't a little paranoid, then you just don't know the extent of what's going on. Because if you know and learn history, first I read Howard Zinn, then Noam Chomsky, and then once you get a gist of American history, actual American history, they don't teach you that in school. Why would they? They're government-run curriculums teaching you these indoctrinations into these mindless, mundane jobs that are not careers. Because, as Jordan Peterson said, most people don't actually get careers. They get jobs, and, careers are extremely demanding, so I took the other path, and I'm not going to talk about me, but this is mostly what I want to convey to you because it's helped me a lot. And maybe I'm just doing this because I'm alone, but I've really taken time for kind of introspection and extrospection, studying, researching constantly, because I was in a very dark, tumultuous time for quite a bit. Didn't know who I am, didn't know the world I was in, didn't really care anymore. And I got through something happened, and I'm still here, man. So, and my hair is crazy. Vanity, this is a very Orwellian thing. When I read 1984, that prophetic book, I I did not think that I would be doing this in less than a decade, probably. So, man, we had those iPods were fucking amazing when they came out. Why don't we slow down a little bit? What's the rush? But that's the force that has been in control, the dominant force that's been moving us forward and controlling us, keeping an eye on us, like the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. And maybe you can think of the moon as not a satellite, an orbiting satellite, which is what it's been viewed as for a long time, but actually through mythology and many scientific statements, that the moon not only the scientists not only still do not know how the moon got there, why it's there in perfect orbit, the lunar eclipse, how it always goes around the Earth, but you never see the other side. You'll always see the woman's face is what I see, those things in the weird mouth. I don't know, my mind makes that up. But anyway, I don't know why I said that, but I guess I've been studying that, researching and just synthesizing my own belief and possibility with that. And, through certain myths, the Zulu, in a Zulu myth, they spoke of these beings, kind of what we would call extraterrestrials, but I believe that not only are they still here, they've been here, and they're no more alien than us. So, from what I've read, theoretically, and I can't prove any of this, and I don't cling to any of this. Like, only 35% of me is in this, but I think so fast, and I like imaginative things, so I'll just go da 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 da, and just, YouTube is amazing for somebody like me. If you have ADHD, or bipolar, or whatever, fuck Western psychiatry. Any Western psychiatrist that's watching this, I don't want to curse at you, but reassess your life. How much do you actually empathize with your patients? Don't just stare at me and say yes. No, I mean, I don't go anymore, but help your patients. They're human beings. It's not it's not just a way of financial means, okay? Don't prescribe your patients this, and that. If they have a headache, don't give them fucking Vicodin, I've watched Friends, and myself. So it's just that's a company, the big pharma industry is just so fucked. And if there's just so much going on, but so many stimulated sectors of our American bubble reality. So gotta forget what I was gonna say. By the way, all the founding fathers were Freemasons, so food for thought. That shit just came up. I'm trying to remember what I was saying. But the point is, what I'm trying to get at is that I wish people would just, instead of binge watching Stranger Things, I love that show, but that's the first one that popped into my mind. Instead of binge watching Netflix shows, which I'm guilty of sometimes in the past. Now I don't have Netflix, so it's a blessing and a curse. Take